to combat the three evils of terrorism, separatism, and extremism. These threats have become even more serious in the years that have passed. As India has demonstrated, we have the right to defend our people against terrorism and will exercise it. The theme of this session covers trade, economic, cultural, and humanitarian cooperation. Let me summarize India's approach to the trade and economic issues that were discussed in the last session. We assess the global economic situation to be particularly uncertain and volatile currently. Supply-side risks have been aggravated by demand-side complexities. There is consequently an urgent requirement to de-risk and diversify. This is best done by as many of us forging the widest possible economic links. For that to happen, it is essential that this process be fair, transparent, and equitable. India's endeavors to conclude free trade arrangements with many of you here are relevant. Regarding culture, India's long-standing historical ties with SCO members makes it particularly pertinent. Against this backdrop, Prime Minister Modi proposed at the Tianjin SCO Summit to launch an SCO Civilizational Dialogue Forum. As a civilizational state, India strongly believes that people-to-people exchanges lie at the core of any genuine relationship. Facilitating greater interaction between our intellectuals, artists, sports people, and cultural icons will pave the way for deeper understanding across the SCO. We also have a growing record of collaborative activities with regard to cultural exchanges. The exposition of sacred Buddhist relics in many of your countries is a notable example. India is also willing to extend its considerable experience of heritage conservation in Southeast Asia to Central Asia. Regarding humanitarian cooperation, this is important in an era of climate change, pandemics, and conflicts. Recognizing that, we have provided cancer treatment equipment to some SCO members. Similarly, India's supplies of vaccines and essential medicines reflected that commitment during difficult times. During the recent earthquakes in Afghanistan, Indian relief assistance reached the affected areas the very same day. Our initiative for the Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure also merits your attention. Let me now turn to the modernization of the SCO. As the organization continues to evolve, India strongly supports its reform-oriented agenda. We welcome centers addressing challenges such as organized crime, drug trafficking, and cybersecurity. As the organization becomes more diverse, the SCO must be more flexible and more adaptable. To this end, the long-delayed decision to make English an official language of the SCO must be prioritized. Colleagues, Excellencies, we all recognize that the SCO must keep up with contemporary changes. That must be reflected in fresh thinking and new collaborations. India's initiatives, such as the SCO Special Working Group on Startups and Innovation and the SCO Startup Forum, are good examples. They are aimed at promoting innovation and creativity, especially targeting the younger generation. Similarly, the recent SCO's Young Authors Forum in New Delhi is a good way of strengthening people-to-people ties. Excellencies, we must never forget that the SCO was founded to combat the three evils of terrorism, separatism, and extremism. These threats have become even more serious in the years that have passed. It is imperative that the world display zero tolerance towards terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. There can be no justification, no looking away, and no whitewashing. As India has demonstrated, we have the right to defend our people against terrorism and will exercise it. In conclusion, India believes that SCO must adapt to the changing global landscape, develop an expanded agenda, and reform its working methods. We will contribute positively and fully to these objectives. I thank you.